Hi, I'm Shore, and today I am going to be talking about teas, natural teas that are healing. I know right now we have this coronavirus going around, so I thought that we'd make a tea that can support our respiratory systems, that we can just make out of our either our cabinet or our herb garden or our herb pots in our kitchens. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's going to be a oregano, peppermint, and ginger tea, all natural, organic. So we're going to start with 6 cups of water. It says 6 cups right there. Actually, this is going to be kind of strong. It's kind of a concentrate. So you're going to be able to cut it in half. Treat it like a concentrate and add water when you make your teas. So I'm going to turn my water on. I want it to start to boil. And I've pulled these herbs from my garden. So here is peppermint. Smells pepperminty. So what I'm going to do is, because I have already rinsed these, but they are coming from my garden, I want to make sure that I've gotten all of the dirt off of them. So what I do is I let them soak for a little minute. While my water is starting to heat up, I'm going to pull all of these great leaves off. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you're a leaf counter, 8, 9 little leaves of peppermint in the water. It smells great. This is oregano. See, it's a little sprig off the top. And I am again I've already rinsed these. I'm not going to put the veins, the stems, into the teapot. We're just looking for the leaves. So you just want to put your leaves into the water, and this is to make sure we get all the extra dirt off of our leaves before we make our tea. I personally later we'll be talking about my herb garden, and we'll be going out and gardening and picking the herbs. It's kind of nasty out there and really wet, so we're not going to do that today. We're just going to work with what we have here. So I have some ginger that I actually bought at the store. It's just fresh ginger. It's got the skin on. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a couple of slices. I'm going to do probably 3 slices, and be careful, don't cut yourself. Actually, I'm going to do 4. That I'm going to put in here. So I'm going to say, with these ingredients, make sure that you are not allergic. I am disclaiming anything as far as you getting sick, allergies, all of that. Please make sure that you are able to use these ingredients, and if not, there are ways that you can substitute. We're going to let the water get hot. We don't have to wait to put our leaves in. I've actually had these leaves soaking with the stems on for a minute. I'd say let them soak about 3 to 5 minutes, just so any other dirt or anything that's clinging to the leaves that didn't rinse off, it comes off in this water. So then we're going to just take our herbs and we're going to add them to the pot. Again, this is oregano, peppermint leaves, and some slices of ginger. Now, while that's heating, let's talk about the herbs that we're using. So ginger is really, really good for your body. It has really a lot of things that you can use it for, but today we're focusing on respiratory. So what it does is it helps dispel mucus. It helps you with your cough, and it loosens up the mucus in your lungs. That's one of the great benefits that we are going to get from our ginger, as well as it's actually going to help our tummies. It's going to do a couple of other things to help with fighting cancer. All of these great things that you can look up to find out specifically what ginger can do for you. We're going to be doing a lot of episodes with using these herbs, so you'll learn more as we go along. Then we have peppermint leaves. Peppermint leaves are great ways to, number one, breathe in. As you know, there are a lot of great things that have peppermint in it, a lot of things to help you breathe because of the menthol that's in the peppermint leaves. The oil in the peppermint helps your stomach as well. So as you're drinking the tea, it's opening up your nasal passages and it's helping your tummy at the same time. And it also helps with detoxing. It's a great way to get waste out of your blood system and out of your body. The next thing we have in here is oregano. Oh my gosh, when I really found out what oregano oregano does, and found out that you can put all of these things into a tea and drink them, I was amazed and found out that there were so many ways we can help our own bodies and we can stay strong without looking at pharmacies and doing different pills and things, and how we can do it naturally. So oregano is a great way to combat respiratory problems. Oregano builds up your respiratory system, and again, it helps break down mucus and helps you breathe better. So the 3 ingredients we have here impact your respiratory system in a positive way. I've shown you, and we're going to keep going as the water is heating up. We're going to keep talking. I wanted to show you how we can do this just out of your spice cabinet. So dried spices aren't as potent, but they do work. So right here, we could also make a tea. Say you wanted to substitute and you didn't have ginger. You could use ginger powder, and you can put it into the water, and it'll actually cook down and still give you the benefits of the ginger. Here I have mint. Not sure the smell. It's minty. So you could use this as well. You know, a lot of different dried herbs can make a very good tea. Might not be as potent, but you know, it's still healthy. As you can see, if you look, the tea is starting, the water is starting to change colors. The oils within the leaves and stuff are starting to, you know, be extracted into the water. This is also another way that you can make cold tea. Did you know that you can take peppermint and just put it in plain water and just let it sit, and it will actually make a cold peppermint drink? I guess you could call it a tea, an elixir, because the peppermint will definitely you know, bleed into the water and create a pepperminty beverage. Hi, okay, we're back, and I wanted to just show you that as soon as the water starts to boil, I'm turning it off. Look how dark green the water is getting. I'm now gonna let it steep, and that's just letting it sit here and kind of just, you know, meld together for about 5 to 7 minutes before I start drinking the tea. So now is the time for it to steep for 5 to 7 minutes. There are several different ways that you can serve your tea. We're going to just do it the I want to drink it right now and just move on way, but you can take this and you can put it in a teapot. You can serve it. You could serve it with some little cucumber sandwiches. That would be so cute. But what we're going to do is we're just going to drink it. So I'm bringing over some cups. And as I said, this is really concentrated, so we're going to be able to add water to this. You can put it in a pitcher and add the water to it to your you know, the way you like it. Some like really strong teas, some like very weak teas. I'd say that you should keep it, you know, so that you have the flavor and the benefit of the herbs, not too thin. But we're going to take the tea, make sure the pan isn't hot, and we're going to use our little strainer, tea strainer, and we're going to pour half. I'm going to pour water for half. And because I am doing it this way, I can, that doesn't look like half. I can actually add water right now and make more tea. I can let this continue to steep. I'm going to pull these leaves out of here. It's going to continue to get stronger and stronger the longer it sits here. I usually keep my tea on the stove and add water and just let it simmer when I want to drink it all day or a couple of days. But as I said, you can put it in a pitcher, pot, any way you want to do it. So what we're going to do to sweeten our teas, you can do it without sugar, but we're going to go 2 natural ways. One is with organic sugar. This is just organic brown kind of sugar, not the white and bleached. And I have local honey. This comes from a local beekeeper. So this has got, I think, dandelions, I don't know, but it's from around our area. So eating local honey actually helps you with your allergies for the area that you're in. It helps support bees, which are going extinct, and it keeps natural and organic products in your area. So you should support your local beekeepers. Okay, so these are going to be for my niece and my daughter. So my daughter really likes a lot of honey. So I'm going to, remember, we're going to add water. So this isn't all the honey for just this amount of liquid. I think she might want a little more. See, I'm going to be running out of honey soon. I'll be calling my local beekeeper, who is my friend, to bring some more honey. My niece likes honey too. I'm not going to do honey in mine. Honey is very healthy and very good for you, but it changes the flavor of the tea to a honey tea. And for most of my teas, I prefer the taste of the herbs. So I'm going to use organic sugar. I don't like a whole lot of sugar either, so this is like going to be basically a flat teaspoon that I'm going to use of organic sugar in my tea, so that I continue to have the flavor of all of the herbs. So we're going to add water. You can add ice any way that you want to do it, depending on how hot or cold. And if you get it too cold, you can always throw it in a microwave, or if you don't add the sugar and you add the water, you can always reheat. Throw it back in the pot and reheat it. So we're going to add water. I'm going to say that studies have shown that bottled water basically isn't any cleaner than our taps. We've had a lot of reporting and a lot of studies done on our water where we are, and our tap is about just as good as the bottled water. So I use tap. We're going to now taste our oregano, ginger, and peppermint tea. First, what you want to do, here, you guys, do you want some? Is smell. Let the aromatherapy. Thank you. Another thing, if you let the pot just boil a little and then turn it off and maybe simmer, you get the smell throughout your house. So we have a great medicinal, tasty cup of tea right here. Drink 1 or 2 cups a day and stay well.